This is it, the final. This is the big one. This is the Open Championship here at the 2015 10th Annual Sin City Shootout in Las Vegas, Nevada. Brought to you by Kayak Connection from Santa Cruz, Moss Landing, California. And of course, presented by Memory to Video Productions here at the lovely Las Vegas Roller Hockey Center. I'm Chris Blair, ready to start the action. This is the big one. This is the Open Championship title. Of course, if you're not familiar, and how could you be tuning in if you aren't, but over the last 3 days, 14 teams have competed across 3 divisions. This is the biggest one yet. These 2 teams are packed full of skill, talents, and experience. They've also got a lot of size, a lot of speed, a lot of things that make this sport pretty darn exciting. So, without further ado, let's get ready to the action. And the Snipers score! On cue! Just like that, 5-hole! First goal on, I think the first shot on net is Matt Esposito. That one goes 5-hole, and that took 30 seconds or less. That was fast. Full of tomfoolery, maybe a little surprised here. They are basically unarguably the favorites of this tournament. They're exceptionally good, they're deep, they're really well coached. They've been together, at least the core of them, for years. They have that confidence, they have that swagger. They think they are the best because by a lot of people's measurements, they are the best. But just because you come into the tournament as the best doesn't mean you leave the best. And the Snipers want to make that argument. So far, they're on the board. And tomfoolery isn't. 10:45 left to go. Big shot. Oh! Sean Kelly forced to make the quick save there. That was a nice rip from Majlioko. And he's a big force of offense for them. Very aggressive. Likes to shoot quickly. Doesn't waste a lot of time. This is a team, I've spoken with a lot of these players, and the message is pretty much universal throughout for tomfoolery. Everybody knows their role. Everybody knows what's expected of them, and they know how to execute that role. If you've been watching this tournament throughout this weekend, you know not only do they know how to do it, but you know that they're very, very good at it. The Snipers aim to prove that they are also pretty good at it. This is going to be a battle no matter what. Sent high, gloved forward by the Snipers. Deftly walking it into the zone was Bélanger, but he loses it. Snapped quickly down, and with speed is Ryan Shannon. Big collision. Oh, yep, this one's going to be a penalty. So right away, tomfoolery are going to have an opportunity to even things up. Matt McCulley goes to the box. I believe that was a roughing call. 9 minutes to go here in the first. Tomfoolery looking to avenge that, frankly, embarrassing first goal. They were almost caught off guard, and that's not something you can say happens often to this team. Shannon back to the point. Gallagher, big shot, looking for the rebound. That one caromed off the back walls aggressively. Gallagher again. Dishes to the right wing, back to Gallagher. Players positioned down low, looking for that extra tip, looking for that garbage. That's been very successful for teams so far in this tournament. The extra action. Back to Gallagher. They're moving the ball around very quickly and very crisply, trying to draw those defenders out of position, find clean shooting lanes. There's a shot, rebound, second chance, knocked aside. Lanny Noel with the initial shot, turned aside by Sean Kelly. And now another chance for the Snipers here, short-handed, dishes across, and it's just a little too much. It was a 2-on-0. That one given away by Andrew Jawson. Tried to hit Matt Esposito and it didn't work. Andrew again turns that one into the net, but it won't go. Huge opportunity. Can you imagine if they had taken a 2-goal lead on a shorthanded play like that? But no, 30 seconds left on the power play. 7:30 in the period. 1-0 Snipers up. Tomfoolery trying to get some ground here on this power play, but so far none doing. Good pace to this one so far, though. We know these players are tired, but it certainly doesn't look like it right now. Quick run now collected. As Tomfoolery, last basic attack on this power play. 5 seconds to go. Kelly keeps it moving. That one whipped around by Goldberg. Another big point shot. That one found a way through. Kelly stands tall at the top of the crease. Penalty is over. 6:50 and counting now on the clock. Only goal up on the board belongs to the Snipers. The bench on both sides actually standing. These guys, this is a big deal to them. They battled for 3 straight days. There's a lot of pride. There's a lot of bragging rights on the line. And frankly, these guys are just so competitive. That's really what it matters. These guys are here, yes, to play, yes, to have fun, yes, to bond with their teammates, but they're here to win. And you can see that. There's no question that these legs are tired. These guys have already played today. They've been playing for 2 other days. Some of them have traveled quite a ways to get here. Doesn't matter. This is the championships. This is what counts. 6 minutes to go. Tomfoolery at the point. Shot! Big save by Kelly. Cleaned up by the Snipers, and they try and bring 3 ahead. They fumble through the middle, and they can't quite get it out. Goldberg lost control. He drops back. That one high and hard. Re-corralled in Tomfoolery's end. Just nobody standing still. This is what I really like about watching this team. We talk about they know their roles. They know exactly what's expected of them. They are constantly moving their feet. They are constantly reassessing the situation. They are, at all times, you could argue, a 5, a 6, or a 7-man unit if you're also including their goalkeeper and, of course, Coach Jay, who is a huge figure to this team. You talk to anyone on full of Tomfoolery, and they will say that he's the guy. He is the voice that they listen to. Another save by Kelly. But Coach Jay is the guy for Tomfoolery. They trust him. His word is law. And they say to a man that it's that singular vision that makes them so good. It's not just the skill and talent and physical raw ability, but it's knowing that they have that one guiding voice. Gives them purpose, gives them focus, keeps them disciplined. All their words. To a man, they say this. Shot, score! And that's how they do it. Frank Will, big bomb. Frank didn't actually get to play in the last game. He trusted that his team was going to carry a win anyway, but he didn't get to play in that semifinal because he was suspended for a physical altercation in the preliminaries. He comes back and scores right away. Huge goal, 1-1. And Frank's got the speed. He doesn't have the size, but he's got the fight, that's for sure. Keep your eyes on him as this game goes on. Now down into the corner. Snipers really hoping that the momentum hasn't shifted. They gained a lot on that first goal, but at the end of the day, it is just the first goal, and they're going to need more than that, and they knew they needed more than that. Oh, a little bit of contact in front of the net. Snipers not crazy about it, but they play on. Ball gets sent in deep. Sent across, nice pass through the legs, second shot, Kelly's there, big save, gets bumped. I think they're going to call that one goalie interference though. That one's tough. He's just trying to crash the net with speed, but unfortunately, he can't do that. And I think that is going to be the call here. Yep. Goalie interference, the call. They're going to argue it for sure. It did look like relatively incidental contact, but you just can't make contact with a goaltender like that. they pay the price, 2 minutes. Hopefully they don't pay more. Snipers, well, they'll beg to differ. 2 minutes on the power play, a little bit over that left in the period. We're tied at 1 here in the Open Division Championship round. 2015, 10th annual Sin City Shootout. Big save there by Patter. Carry behind the net. Belanger swings that one around. Macaulay. Back to the point. Possibly looking at Macaulay, possibly going to drive to the net, Turned aside, and sent high and clear by Magliocco. Macaulay again fumbles it. Snipers got to get on their horse, they do. And the discipline there by Tomfoolery, not overcommitting on the penalty kill forecheck. I like that. The race is on. Tomfoolery wins it, clears the zone again. Minute and a half in the period, minute 10 in the power play. Macaulay again, hard. Oh, we got a whistle. Oh, there's an injury. Looks like, I'm not sure who that is. They changed their jerseys up right before this game. But it looks like, I think that might be George Tarantino. Lost a shin pad. He's coming off. Doesn't look comfortable. Yep, he looks uncomfortable. You don't like to see a guy like that get hurt. George, universally loved by people in this community. He's nursing that one, though. We'll keep an eye on his situation as it develops. In the meantime, power play continues. Kind of a fancy little bounce there. Comes back out, but it's across the red line. Snipers scramble to get across the blue, and they do. Regain the zone. Shot. Nice blocker save. Bounced up off the netting, still good. Nice little bounce pass with the glove. They're in the D zone, so you can do that. Corralled at the point. It's Jawson. And they score! Power play goal! 26 seconds left on the power play. 40 some odd seconds to go in the period. They get another one. This has been quite an interesting state of affairs. The Snipers, I think, giving Tomfoolery a little bit more of a run for their money than maybe they were expecting. Snipers right now are coming out with a lot of speed and really clean passes. The bombs are coming from Tomfoolery for sure. It seems like to a man these guys have vicious slap shots. But so far the defense and Sean Kelly have been working their way. Now possibly a 2-on-1. Tries to get that one in the middle. Can't quite reach. Close though. Comes back to the middle. Another shot just as the buzzer goes. And that'll do it for the first. 2-1. Still too early to call anything, but I gotta say, you can't not be impressed with the effort that the Snipers are putting forward right now. They are not looking at this as an insurmountable situation. Instead, I think they're looking at it as a challenge. They like being in the underdogs. They want to prove everyone wrong. They want to come out and say, no, we're the best ones in this division. 2 periods left to go. Let's see how it goes. Players reconvene from the benches. 12 more minutes up on the clock. It's 2-1 right now. The Snipers leading, but you definitely know that this fight is not over when you're dealing with a team as talented and as storied as full of tomfoolery. So we shall see what we shall see. Goaltenders are set. Officials are set. Centers are at center, and here we go. This draw, one in deep by Tomfoolery. Quick foot race. But ultimately won by the Snipers. Chipped ahead. We're in a run. Big physical bang down along the corner. Ball does just barely trickle away from him. That was Chris Sozik. Couldn't get it. There's Frank Will. He's coming back in. Macaulay rings that one around. Tees up the one-timer. Big first stop. Looking for more. They keep it in the zone. Quick transition, and they get it out. Now it's down in the corner. Lots of line changes. That one deflecting out of play, and it looks like it went off a Tomfoolery player, so I think this one's going to be deep. Yep. 11 minutes to go, 2-1. Lots of time left to play. So far, these championships have been relatively low scoring. That's the thing. In the prelims and even in the semifinals, you might be able to beat up on some of the weaker teams. But once you get here, these are teams that belong here. So you're not going to get anything for free. Well, hopefully not. That was possibly a tense little moment, but Alpatter hangs on. You know they trust this goaltender. In the prelims, I believe this team gave up 2 goals, maybe only 1. Not many is the point. And that's both good goaltending and really good Team D. So giving up 2 here has already got to be a little bit surprising. That one banged up the wall. These guys are coming in hard. Magliocco back, fires another one. That one, Kelly jumped for it, but I don't think it came to him. Now, down in the corner. Daniel Chuck gets that one out. Ooh, possibly a high stick there. Maybe not. Magliocco gets that one out of danger. Back to the point. Sends it again. Ooh, good chance. That one just barely missed. And that one scores! You can tell by that celebration that Magliocco was looking for it. He has released quite a few from that point across one period and 2.5 minutes. Finally gets rewarded, and I get a sense from the way he's been playing that he might not be finished. 2-2 now is your score on the strength of that big one from outside. There's a bit of a screen, but frankly, it just got on net so fast. Not much that Kelly can do about it. At that point, you're just reacting. You're not even seeing what's happening. Hard forecheck. This is just a one-on-one battle. Now they get it inside. They've got a man. Pulls up at the top. Gets to the slot. Loads. Fires. Save. Now it's loose. Back to the point. Tries to set up again. Fires it again. That one banging out the glass. Another chance. Just outside, and it looks like the net might be off its moorings. Yeah. That was what it was. That's a bummer, especially if you're Tomfoolery. They're generating a lot of momentum right now. They're getting these long possession chances, multiple balls on net per possession, which is really important, and just sending, not even on net, but sending them in that direction, keeping control of the possession game right now. As long as you're attacking, you don't have to defend. Nice, hard pass, just barely broken up with the slightest touch in the middle. Tried to do it again, that one a little bit more of a significant touch. Ryan Shannon collects, good read. Center, fire, and blocked. Tries again, no dice. McCauley bodying that one up against Gallagher. Gallagher and McCauley come together again. Shannon released, he's in front, almost had a stick on it. Lanny Noel shot just drifting wide. Back to the point, sent in again. Couldn't be blocked and goes through cleanly. Lanny Noel brings around to Shannon off his heel. 9 times out of 10, he buries that one. This one will go for icing. 7.5 to play here in the second, still knotted at 2. Good opportunities for full of Tomfoolery in this last, pretty much the rest of this period so far, the last 5 minutes. Snipers have to breathe, regroup, stop scrambling so much. Speed was a big part of their early game, but now as they settle into things, I think take that extra stride. You usually have that extra half second, breathe, don't get out of sorts. They've proven that they can hang with this team. They need to keep believing that way, weather the storm here, because Tomfoolery will continue to push. And once you get the ball deep, try and establish a presence. Try and get set up, just like we're seeing here. This is a veritable shooting gallery. That one banked off the outside of the net. I thought that may have gone in and out. They say no. Nobody seems to argue, and we go on. But they've got to start doing what Tomfoolery is doing, which is just setting up. Because right now, they're shooting at will. And they're doing it again here. Magliocco almost muscled off the ball, but he's still got it. Wheels around to the outside, sends that one backhand into the middle, and things get a little physical. Mario Esposito, not happy with things. Resident tough guy, but he's more than that. This is no John Scott. This guy knows how to play the game. He's big, powerful, physical presence, a booming shot, and he's got good hockey sense, as everyone on this team does. Coach Jay ensures that. You don't get to stay with this team if you can't demonstrate that you are good enough to be a part of this team. Mario, just one of the scarier members of the team. Ryan Shannon chops at that one and wins it. That one's sent high and up and out. Over the glass. We'll reset 5:35 here in the second. We're knotted at 2. This is the Open Division Championships here in the 2015 10th Annual Sin City Shootout. Shannon set to take it again against Jacobson. He wins it. Thought about getting it to his point. They sealed off the board, so he's forced to go another way. Picks that one off, now gets to the point. Frank Will dished aside, and then a big shot. Missed, bangs off the glass. Lenny Noel. This has been a very productive forward line. Noel, Gallagher, and they score! Just like that. Noel, Gallagher, Shannon connect again. That's a hard one to swallow. If you are the Snipers, you feel like, you know, we've been weathering the storm. It's been tough. Our goaltenders bailed us out a couple times. We bailed him out a couple times, but we're still in it. Now, with that offensive, things start to tilt a little bit in the other way. 3-2, now the score. The home team, the de facto favorites, full of tomfoolery, with the lead. The first lead of the game for them. It's the Snipers' opportunity to respond. 4 minutes and counting here in the second. Rzotsky got on his horse to help get that one out, and he does. But Tomfoolery right back with it again. They hold the red line. Turn this one over. They do manage to get it out. It won't be icing, and they're just going to look for a change. Not the possession that the Snipers wanted, but sometimes you have to take it. If a shift doesn't go well, you have to know when to call it. You don't want to get greedy and stay out there too long. Here's Will. Goes D to D. Big shot. Bounces hard off the netting. That one dropped right into the slot. Snipers have it. Waiting for help. Tozak. Lost it. That one flipped ahead by Nagliotti. Held. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. 3-2 your score. Tomfoolery, first lead of the game. Sustained pressure throughout this period has resulted in that change of fate. You just knew that this was a team that wasn't going to quit, and they haven't. Now the Snipers have to prove that they won't quit. And sometimes not quitting isn't enough. This is a lot of talent you're faced against. You really got to bear down, close out strong here in this second, and then come out ready to work. Dig in your boots for the third. It's a long tournament. Oh, that one came out. It's a long tournament, lots of games, lots of running, very little sleep. But at the end of the day, this is what you play for. This is the championship, and tournament titles are so precious to these guys. Like I said, you want to win. You come here to win. And these guys are battling right now. Second period just about done. 2 minutes ticking down. Nice win. Very hard and fast. Fires that one from outside. Missed the net. That one connected, but a good pad save. Kelly just hugging the post. Noel gets underneath to Shannon. Nice job closing off defensively by McCauley. To the point, high, deflected, ends up over the net. Noel again. Kind of took a funny bounce in front. I think that was what he wanted to do, actually. Goldberg was a little confused by it, but they do manage to get it out of the zone. Immediately, they regroup, and here comes Shannon again. Along the left wing side, Shannon loads up, fires. Oh, he tried to pick the corner. Kelly read it. Fingertip save. Noel, though, still possessing. Goldberg chips it up, but not out. And Tomfoolery still with the ball. That one riding along the dasher. Shannon gets to it again. Turns inside, still on his backhand though. Waiting for movement. That one just didn't go where he wanted it to. Look at this. Magliocco came in, dropped his body. Now here comes Macaulay, 2-on-1. Macaulay with Esposito. Still with a chance. Walks to the circle, fires, takes a bounce, and gets stuck up in the netting with 42 seconds to go. Best chance the Snipers have had in about 10 minutes, it feels like. They needed to really do something with that, but when the ball's just rolling on you, nerves are high, it's so hard to execute at such a high level all the time. The defense here is so skilled that the window of time you have is remarkably small. Final seconds ticking down, we're frozen at 30. 3-2 the score. They retrieve the ball from the net. Both teams can both be very comfortable and very uncomfortable with the reality that there are still at least 12 minutes left to play. You feel like you've put in a great body of work after 2 periods, but you know that until you put in that entire, complete 3-period effort, you haven't earned anything yet. And a 1-goal lead in this tournament is by no means safe. I don't care what team you are. Both teams will take advantage of this extended break, though. All the balls have been retrieved. Officials are in place and we're ready to go. 30 seconds left up on the clock. One back by Shannon with authority. Rimmed around hard by the D. Held in the line by the Snipers, but turned back over. And a familiar refrain so far in this game. Sanga dumped it in. This is Esposito. Dispossessed. And now Will rims that one. Back up to Shannon. And this line, which has done so much damage, turns it over. Big shot from outside as the whistle blows. And that'll do it for the period. So they'll put 12 minutes back up on the clock. Full of tomfoolery with a 1-goal lead. This is it. This is the Open Championship here at the 10th annual 2015 Sin City Shootout in Las Vegas, Nevada. It has been a long road for both of these teams, physically, mentally, in some cases even travel-wise. But here we are, one more period to decide it. And that draw won by Mark O'Neill. Well, not cleanly, but he ended up going away with it. O'Neill again now. Gets inside. Crashes the boards hard. That one stopped. Magliocco. He wants another one. I mean, he's been sending them all game. He releases with such authority, such power. Stick handling now along the left wing side. Crosses the red line and dumps it down. Mario Esposito plays the body. Big surprise there against Goldberg. O'Neill again. Back to Will. In his feet rolling. That wasn't the shot he wanted. Still got it towards the net. Now coming outside, Chris Sozak. And they just get a change. Will's the first one on it, no icing, so he regroups. First minute gone in the final frame. Sent hard, no icing. I thought it might have been. But their man's got to step on it. Big crash into the boards and another fire. Going around. How these guys still have legs is just a testament to their physicality, to their athleticism. And ultimately to the love of the game, because you just can't do this if you don't really, really feel so passionately about it. Sent up and bouncing. Chasing in after it, Daniel Chuck. Seconded on it, Jerry Gonzalez. No use, comes back down. Picked up by number 7, Alan Roski. Walks it up. Rob Sanga sends it down. No icing. Oh, okay, there is icing. I was expecting one of the officials to have his hands up indicating that it would be icing. I guess he let the race go, then it became icing. Fair enough. It's going to come all the way back down. Still good amount of time, just under 10 to go. Snipers, understandably, probably a little nervous. They're hanging on. I don't think they're doing poorly. I think at this point, a lot of it is mental. You just want to clean up as many little errors as you can, stay focused, and you know, frankly, you're going to need a little bit of luck. Every team does, but just keep pushing. Just channel the kind of game that they had at the beginning, and who knows, good things may happen for them. In the meantime, though, the machine that is Full Tomfoolery continues to press their advantage. Another blast again, hard. That one just trickled through. Literally not a whole lot that Kelly can do about that one. This one goes to Lanny Noel. I mean, what can you say to that? Kelly clearly makes contact. He's in position. He's square to the shot. He's got it. It's such a heavy shot. It leaks through anyway. And this is what you see from this team. A cannon like that just blasts right through your brick wall. 4-2 now. 8:40 and counting. Sanga sends it deep, gets that one off pattern. But again, ball's bouncing, no sustained pressure. Comes all the way back out and they're forced to chase. Rebounded right back, up the gut. Snipers try again. Lift this one right up through the middle. They gain the line, lose it again. Belanger can't have it. One more time. Heel, nope, out. O'Neal, across to Magliocco. Looking possibly at O'Neal, looking for himself. Looking for Mario Esposito. Covers that one is Kelly. Under 8 to go. Now a 2-goal lead for Tomfoolery. At this point, it's all business. I'm not hearing as much chipping as you might expect. This is just get the job done on both sides. Very, very serious face right now. 7:30 after the change. Getting ready to drop this one. Tomfoolery on the attack. Costa lines up, takes the draw. Can't quite handle it. Eddie Waters chasing down his man. Gets a stick on it, but still can't stop. Goldberg all the way down inside the zone. Tries to center, possibly bank one off somebody. Doesn't go. Rips it back around. Waters loses his stick. Kicks it ahead anyway. Another block. Speed really starting to go. Now in his feet. Waters again. Up, off the glass. Frankie Will gets this one deep now. Rozotsky in the corner. Flip that one, bouncing. Oh, we got a whistle. I think they're calling it a hand pass. That looks like the indication. So it's going to come down into the zone. 6 minutes now and counting. 4-2. Third period. Championship game. Tomfoolery wants this one bad. Snipers want to try and steal it from them, but they need a pair and they need them soon. Jacobson wins the draw. Back for Matt Esposito. He loses it. Esposito, one of these guys that we're talking about that travels. This guy comes from Buffalo. He comes out here once a year to play with his brother. He's here now. They want to win. And he picks it up at the blue line. Sends that one down. Can't corral it. Tomfoolery D comes back again. Good speed. 5 minutes and counting. Into the feet. Shot just missed, but not by much. Gallagher couldn't connect. Snipers having trouble getting that one out. They hit the ceiling. That's going to whistle play dead. We reset. Clock continues to tick. A 2-goal deficit feels like an awful lot to erase right now. If it were any other team, a 2-goal deficit might feel tenuous. But I know that this Tomfoolery team is so confident in their abilities. They've got to be telling themselves on the bench, if we just keep executing, we just keep doing the job as we understand it, this is ours. 4 minutes, 30 seconds, we'll decide that. Sent back down. McCauley on it first. Esposito forechecking, but not too aggressively. No reason to go crazy. Now he comes in on Goldberg. Forces the man to move. That's Giel. Loses it again. Back to McCauley. Turns, dumps it in, beats the icing, gets it deep. They send in the forecheck. Still no possession. Snipers just struggling to control in the offensive zone. McCauley again. Now they're looking for the rush. It's in the feet. Gonzalez loses it on the boards. Here's Esposito. Up for Shannon. Gain the zone. Snipers try and come back. They're attacking with 4 now. Gonzalez. Shot. Gloved easily. Patter. Some of the first action he's seen in a while. Does not bode well for the Snipers. 3:24 and ticking. They're 2 goals down. They're going to have to get on the board soon if they want to keep this a game. Draw won again by Tomfoolery. Back to Will. Frankie Will. He's tripped. That one's going to get called, and that's going to hurt. Snipers trying to argue it, but I think that's a pretty clear-cut penalty to me. Frankie had body position. He was moving his feet. Stick came in the legs, and down he goes. That's 2 minutes. So the Snipers will have to forfeit a man. And you got to think that a power play goal here is the dagger. We're under 3 to go. Shannon probably going to take the draw, it looks like. He's got Gallagher to his right. Coach Jay calls the timeout. He knows that this is a big moment. He wants to make sure his boys also know what a big moment this is. 2:31 on the clock while the teams talk it out. And Coach Jay is actually going to take his power play unit onto center ice. He wants no distractions. He wants to be the voice. He is the one voice of this team. He's doing it right now. The Snipers, I don't know who their voice is, but they've got to find one because they need an answer. At this point, they need 3. They need an answer to the penalty, and then they need 2 more goals. They've got 2 minutes with 4. Then 31 seconds with the extra guy, possibly some time in there to pull the goalie. You get within 1 and anything can happen. But until then, they're going to weather one heck of a storm from a tremendously talented Full of Tomfoolery club. The whistle is blown and the teams line up. They assume their positions. Shannon ready to take the draw, flanked by Noel and Gallagher. This has been the most effective line of the day. They win the draw. Back to Shannon. Works it along the half wall, down into the corner. Patient, very patient. Now Gallagher. Looking for Noel. One-timer and they score! They execute with near perfection. Coach Jay sets up the play. They get the goal within seconds. 5-2 is the score on the strength of the power play goal, and that has got to hurt for the Snipers. It's not quite academic, but it sure has got to feel like it. Tomfoolery seemingly already celebrating. They know the job's not over yet, but they just made it a heck of a lot easier for them. 100 seconds to go, and it's all theirs. Will collects. Soft bank up along the boards, tries to get it out. Now to the red line. And sent in. That one by Costa. Chasing it is Petarfa. Into the corner. Still looking for it. Will gets beat. Chance for a 2-on-1. A little bit of a slash. Don't call it. Oh, maybe they do call it. They are going to call the slash. Okay. Buck 13. It's not a lot of time. 73 seconds. 3 goals down. They do get a power play. Eric Danielchuk set to take the draw against. Snipers win. Battling. Still control. They've got 6. Shot. Patter was way out to the top of the crease. Under a minute now. In the foot race. Jacobson, he's on it. 4 at the line with another at red. Beats the icing, gets it deep. Tomfoolery rims around, doesn't get it out. Across to the slot. Ball just bouncing on him. Not what he wanted. They reset. Now under 40. Driving in the middle. And not on net. Seconds continuing to tick away. Jacobson, not on net. Tomfoolery gets it out. 22 seconds. It's 5-2. At this point, it's all but over. Snipers aren't going to quit though. One more rush. Sends it down. Flipped up, not out. Glove down. In the slot. Blocked. Second chance. Over the net. Batted off the glass. Magliocco down, and they'll let the last 3 tick out. That is going to do it. Full of Tomfoolery have won. Final score 5-2. The Snipers made it a tight one early. They even got the first goal seconds into the game. But the trust and the belief in the system and the skill and the discipline of this, frankly, stacked Tomfoolery team proved that they were just too much. They steamrolled just about everyone in this competition. They are your Open Division champions. This has been one heck of a weekend of hockey. Great competition on all sides. Everybody competing has a lot to be proud of. Granted, some more than others, but the level of skill on display here was really exciting to watch. Both as a fan and I'm sure as a player alike. A lot of players lining up to watch these last couple games. But that will do it. 10th annual 2015 Sin City Shootout here in Las Vegas, Nevada at the Las Vegas Roller Hockey Center. Your Open Division champions, full of Tomfoolery. I can't say anyone was surprised to see it, but it's still exciting to see them close it out the way they wanted in relatively dominant fashion. They fell behind early, stayed with their guns, stayed with the system, and you gotta love the timeout by Coach Jay with just over 2 minutes left on a critical power play. He knew just how important that play was, calls the timeout, sets up his play, and within seconds, they get that insurance goal that all but assured the victory. Final score here for this game, full of Tomfoolery, 5, the Snipers 2. Thank you so much for watching. We, of course, have been presented by Memory to Video Productions and brought to you by the Kayak Connection based out of Santa Cruz and Moss Landing, California. I've been Chris Blair. Thank you again so much. We hope you enjoyed it. Check us out on the internet at Memory to Video Productions on YouTube. And hopefully we'll see you next time.